All right, thank you. That sounds like my buddy Tom up there. Tom Hardshell, thank you very much. I'm Tom Hanshell, I'm sorry. And howdy, folks. Welcome to the 5th annual Seedtime Festival here at the Appalshop. And I'm known around here as Buck Maggard. And I'm glad y'all going to get to meet me tonight. And we got a good crowd. I tell you what, boy, I've not seen a crowd like this since I was baptized. And everybody wanted to see that. And they did. All right, we got some, before we get into the show tonight, I got some people who's come a long way, traveled many a mile to be here today. And if you're not afraid to stand up, I'd like to just acknowledge all the way from Oregon right here. Very special friend and fan of WMMT, Betty Kendrick. Thanks for coming down all the way from Oregon. Sean, you want to stand up all the way from out in California? Okay. So you know WMMT really reaches out into the distance now. That is community radio at its best. And tonight we're going to have one of the best festivals starting off here tonight that you ever saw also. Now these two young fellas sitting here on my right, especially this one, that one, has been here, I think, since about 1890. 1890, that was when he was born. Celebrated his 100th birthday this December past, and cutting up towards number 101. Born over in Russell County, Virginia, playing the old-time fiddle that he probably learned from his great-grandpa or whoever over there in Russell County. Was it Copper Creek or Moccasin Creek, Charlie?
Copper Creek.
Okay, now that's getting it straight, ain't it?
Copper Creek.
Copper Creek in Russell County, am I right, Uncle Charlie?
Yes, sir, that's right.
See, I know it.
Yeah.
All right. So, for the first big act tonight, let's make welcome our good friend, Uncle Charlie Osborn, along with his sidekick, Bledsoe.
All right, Charlie, how you doing?
Good.
Are we nervous and everything like that?
Not too bad.
Look at all these people. Well, let's play one. What are we gonna play?
Let's play Old Lady Katie and the Bug on Me.
I don't know what it is. These instruments can be in tune all day long, and they get in front of a microphone and go completely out. So let me...
Yeah, that's it. Yes, sir.
All right.
How many goes out? You did,
Huh?
Is that really good or not?
I think it's pretty good right now. We're getting a little bit of hum and roar up here. If y'all, I don't know if y'all can hear it or not, but it's either my head or the monitors here. So. Charlie, you want to do a turkey buzzard? They played it a little bit earlier on the radio,
Yeah,
but let's
yeah,
see what
let's
it sounds like live here. Better and better. Now, some of you folks that can't see on your radio out there, as you folk in the audience can see, Charlie plays left-handed. And Charlie, you might tell them how, of course, the fiddle is strung up just like a right-handed fiddle, so a right-handed fiddler would play it. So why don't you tell these folks how you learned how to play the fiddle while I'm getting the guitar here.
Well, back when I was just a boy, my father, he played the fiddle, and he had a fiddle, and of course, when he'd get outside, I'd start to get his fiddle out, try to saw onto it and kind of learn that way. If I'd ever see him coming back in the house, I'd play his fiddle up, He wouldn't know I'd ever had it, So I finally learned how to play sort of a little bit that way. And so after I got to like to play very well, he'd come in, and I'd play some, And so if anybody would come in and he'd play some, then he'd say, I'm going to let my son Charlie play some. He can play better than I can. So I learned that way kind of.
Yeah, it's kind of a... Some of you folks out there want to encourage your kids to play instruments or something, just get them and lay them out on the bed and say, don't touch it.
Yeah.
That's the best way to do it. Well, Herschel and Gracie said they might dance one if we would play Cumberland Gap. Charlie, you reckon we could do that?
Well, we'll try and see.
Doug, is this microphone okay? Does it need to be down further, or is it all right? Down. All right, let me put it down just a little bit forward.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, Cumberland Gap. Charlie, you want to sing one?
Maybe I better just tell him a joke.
Well, that'd be good.
I'm going to tell you a joke. One time there's a man, he's celebrating his 100th birthday, and he had 3 sons, 3 boys, and so they all come in his oldest one come in that morning and said, "Happy birthday, Dad." He said, "I didn't bring you no present. I bought me and my wife bought a big fine house and didn't have no money and didn't bring you no present." Well, the man said, "That's all right, son. Glad you're here." So the second one then, he come in. He says, "Good morning, Dad, and happy birthday." And he says, "Me and my wife bought a big fine car, and said didn't have no money left and couldn't bring you no birthday present." "Well, that's all right, son. I'm glad you're here." The third, he come in and he says, "Dad, happy birthday." Says, "I got in a big poker game last night and lost all the money I had and I couldn't bring you no present. Well, he says, "That's all right, son." He said, "I'm glad you boys are all here this morning. He said, I've got something I want to tell you." He said, me and your mother never was married." well, one of them boys, he said, "Well, that makes us bad." The other said, "Yes." And the old man says, "Yes, and your steam's a bad."
Oh, yeah.
Steam's a bad. Right now?
Well, let's see. You want to tell another now?
Well, I'm into it. One time, there's a preacher had a boy, he's got a big boy, about 8 or 10 years old, maybe. This man was a preacher. And this boy, one rainy morning, he went on the back porch and he come back in and says, "Daddy, I seen a big black bear out there in the backyard." Well, Daddy says, "It sure wasn't, son." "Yes, it was. I saw it," he said. So the old man went out and he saw it, and it saw it just a big black dog. And so he told this boy, he says, "Now, son, go upstairs and talk to your Lord about that. Tell him what you told me," he said. "Tell him you told me it's a bear." Well, he went upstairs. After a while, he come back down. His daddy says, "Son, did you talk to the Lord about that?" He said, "Did you tell him that you saw it was a bear?" Yes. He said, "I saw it as a bear." Well, he said, "What did the Lord say?" Well, he said, "Don't feel too bad about it. When I first seen it, I thought it was a bear."
How much you do coming around the mountain? That be all right?
Coming around now? Coming around now?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. She'll be coming round mountain when she comes.
Everybody sing.
She'll be coming round mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round mountain. She'll be coming round mountain. She'll be coming round mountain when she comes. She'll be driving you in a wagon when she comes. She'll be driving you in a wagon when she comes. She'll be driving you in a wagon. She'll be driving you in a wagon. She'll be driving you in a wagon when she comes. That old mule be a hopping when she comes. That old mule be a hopping when she comes. That old mule be a hopping and the girl be a flopping. That old mule be a hopping when she comes. We will kill the old red rooster when she comes. Oh, we'll kill the old red rooster because he don't go like he used to. Old red rooster when
know we asked our friend Rich Kirby, another Scott County
Yeah, that was good to
musician there.
give the key, we'll say something. Key radio.
Yeah, that'd be great. Whatever you want to.
Let's try that key radio for
Okay. What would you like to play,
I
Charlie?
like to play Sugar in the Bowl.
Well, that's a good.
You, Marvin, you listen to it? I'm going to dedicate one to you next, I guess.
Yeah.
Cotton Eye Joe, I'm going to dedicate that to my daughter, Margaret, over there in Lebanon, Virginia. And I'm going to preach also down there in Weber City, Virginia, Scott County. better.
You want to drink of water? Now, I ought to mention that, let's see, about 2 weeks from now, June the 15th and 16th, there's a festival going to be happening over in Scott County at the Kilgore Fort House, which is about a mile out of Nicholsville, down toward Gate City. It's a festival called Echoes from the Past. Uncle Charlie Osborn is going to be there, and his son Johnny Osborn, who is living in Baltimore right now, but Charlie and Johnny play banjo and fiddle together like old-time music ought to be played. I mean, it's just like family play it together. So you don't want to miss that. It's going to be a really good show. There's going to be also Roadside Theater's going to be there. It'll be happening from about 10 o'clock in the morning on Saturday until about 10 o'clock that night. It's crafts and a horseshoe pitching contest and all kinds of stuff. They might be, I don't think they've gotten into tobacco spitting over there yet. I hope not, but they will have a horseshoe pitching contest over there. And buddy, there's some good horseshoe pitchers over there. So y'all ought to go over and give them some competition. Maybe we'll get Buck Maggard to get down there because he's pretty good at pitching stuff too. So we'll get Buck down there and he can give them some competition.
Yeah.
Just about tell about Charlie's second record.
Oh yeah, well, Charlie does have his second record out. It's called 100 Years Farther On.
Yeah.
It's a new June Apple release. Why don't you tell them, Charlie?
No, you go ahead and tell him now. Go ahead and tell him.
It was recorded at his home right before his 100th birthday, and it features Johnny Osborn and some other guy playing on it. And Doug Dorshug recorded it there in Charlie's house, and it's a great record of Charlie's music and stories. It's available right here at the Appalshop, or it's available from Charlie.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got them.
We've got them. We've got hundreds of them, don't we,
Yeah,
Charlie?
we got them. Pleased to let you have them.
Yeah, selling like hotcakes. We wonder when they're going to start selling like records, but they're selling like hotcakes right now. But so you might pick up some of those out there. He also has his first one.
I'm going to play a song now, or try to, about an old fella. He had an old cat he'd been trying to get rid of all along, but it seemed like the cat had always come back. He couldn't get rid of it. Old Mr. Johnson had some troubles of his own. He had an old yellow cat that wouldn't stay away from home, Lord, Lord. Well, they give a little boy a greenback dollar note to take him down the river in a little open boat, Lord, Lord. Well, he got a little rock that weighed about a pound, but the bottom fell out and the poor boy drowned, Lord, Lord. Well, the soldier was a goner, but the cat come back, 'cause he couldn't stay. Well, give him to a man, and the man's name is Jim. Took him to the mountain, and he hung him to a limb, poor cat. Well, that very night, or the very next day, she was cut for a coon, and the cat got away, Lord. Well, the soldier was a goner, but the cat come back, 'cause he couldn't stay away. Well, one night they had some company up in the kitchen yard. Some one sold a boot jacket, sold it awful hard, Lord, Lord. Well, the moon was shining bright and it raised an awful fright. Long come a brick bat that knocked him out of sight, Lord, Lord. Well, the soldier was a goner, but the cat come back, 'cause he couldn't stay away. Well, it's old cat, I'll kill you out tonight. Loaded up his gun with nails and dynamite, Lord, Lord. When the gun went off, it made an awful sound. One but 3 little pieces of the old man found, Lord, Lord. Well, the soldier was a goner, but the cat come back, 'cause he couldn't stay away.
Charlie, you got time for about 2 more tunes here. Let's see if whatever you want to play.
Yeah.
Just see. Me and Rich will try to hang on and stay with you here.
Well, you were in Key of A.
Key of A, yeah.
Let's play old Joe Clark.
Sounds good to me.
Good.
You dancers ought to jump up and